Hello, friends. Welcome to Wednesday Whispers. Michelle here with your weekly mediumship and card readings. Please say hello when you get here. Who's here tonight? I see some people here on Instagram. Hey, Laura. Hey, Erin. Hey, Kalina. Hey, Leslie, Mountain Mama, and Olivia Simmons. Welcome. I hope you guys are all doing so great. I feel like as I just tuned in here, I have about five boys that just ran through the house. All of our neighbors are out, and it sounds like total chaos in my home. So I don't know if you can hear all of that. I guess we know that spring is here because it is still light out and kids are still playing on the street. Yes, happy spring to everybody. I hope you are enjoying some change of the weather. Hello, Lydia. Hello, Joanne. Hey, Taryn. Hey, Veronica. Hey, Azaria. If you are new to here and I'm just kind of showing up on your newsfeed, I always feel like there's no coincidence in me showing up for you and that there's maybe something that is supposed to kind of come through for you tonight. And how it works is that the first little bit, I do some card readings and pull some just inspiration of whatever is supposed to kind of come through for you. And if I feel called to your name, then that's kind of how it works. And then I also will be doing some mediumship tonight. We're going to connect to the other side and bring through evidence that there is life after life. So I always want you to be using your intuitive abilities as well. So I want you to guess, what tea am I drinking here tonight? I got my cup here, too glam to give a damn. So hey, Cheryl. Hey, Dana. What kind of tea am I drinking tonight? I want you to kind of start getting your soul online here tonight and blending with my energy. What am I drinking tonight? What kind of tea am I drinking tonight? Is it sweet? Is it sour? Is it earthy? Is it minty? Is it zesty? Citrusy? Hi, Laura. Hey, Kaylee. You look forward to this every Wednesday, Kaylee? That's so awesome. I do too. Hey, Erin. Hey, Patty Cakes. Hey, Laura. Great to see you. Welcome back for Wednesday Whispers. Always love gathering with you in community. I feel like that so often I have these one-on-one sessions with people and then I'm like, bye, and I don't see you for a year or, even longer. Love that. Yeah, I get to connect with you every Wednesday here. I do have to kind of show you guys that I'm getting so excited about this tour that's coming up. I am so excited. Am I coming near you? If you think I'm fun online, you should see me in person. And I absolutely just love the energy that spirit brings when we're in person. So it's already starting next week or 2 weeks, which is so crazy. I'm in Northern Alberta, making my way over to Edmonton, Winnipeg, Toronto for Mother's Day readings, if you are in the Ontario area. And then I'm hitting Newfoundland, which is just so wild. And then I'm doing some Alberta stuff. So, would absolutely love to have you come see me in person if you feel called to do that. So let's get started. Who wants a card tonight? If you feel like you'd like a card, you're feeling some chamomile, Joanne. You feel earthy. Okay, love it. Lydia is feeling some apple cinnamon. Love it. Hey, Jacqueline. Amber, you love my hair tonight? I love that you can't see how greasy it is online here. Apple cinnamon, says Lydia. So if you'd like a card tonight, let's just see what spirit wants to teach us. Laura's feeling some green tea here on Instagram. Hey, Kristen Launch. Oh my gosh, Kristen, we still have to totally connect. Have I totally missed that? It's like, thank goodness you show up on Wednesday Whispers. Kate, can you stalk me and message me again, please? So yes, if you'd like a card here tonight, please say so. If I miss you, just know that I'm not trying to do it on purpose. It's just things kind of Oh, thanks, Dana. I'm fabulous live. Highly recommend. Well, thank you, Dana. Let's just see here. Joni, it's your birthday? Well, hello. We need to give one to Joni because it's her birthday. Happy birthday, Joni. Send her some hearts. Send her some love in the chat here. Oh, I almost just shuffled the book. Amazing. Wednesday hump day. Hope you're all surviving the crazy political climate. OMG. OMG. What are we in for? So Joni Maxwell, let's just see. And what I love about the card readings is that even if I don't choose you tonight or however it works, is that I feel like there's probably something for all of us in all the messages. There's usually a theme that kind of comes through as well. So Joni. They want to talk about your career here, Joni. They're saying have compassion with yourself. And so I don't know if like you're thinking of like going into like a new field or you're expanding your business or just kind of thinking outside of the box of even like the career that you're in. I don't know if like you've been having some imposter syndrome, like I want to start this, but I just don't know if I can do it. No, I don't think I'm worthy of doing that. That's too hard, or I'm not qualified, or I really want to do that, but I just don't know. They're just saying, please be compassionate with yourself. Please be kind to yourself about this, Joni. So it just make me feel like, are you doing something new with your career right now? Where you're just kind of putting a lot of pressure on yourself or thinking it should be a certain way or do a certain thing. But it just makes me feel as though they're just saying like, please be patient and just know that we're going to bring you everything in the divine timing. But the first thing is like how to be kind to yourself and know that you're worthy of changing your path and kind of adding some things into your career. So I hope that makes sense for you. If it doesn't today, it might tomorrow. That's what I always say. Dana, you guys met me in Bragg Creek. Oh, awesome. Hi, Elaine. It was so nice having that group reading with you and your girlfriends or your friends this weekend. Really so beautiful. Thank you so much for having me. I love group readings, even though it takes me like days to recover because I cry so much. Hey, Jen. Ray of Light. Who else would like some? A lot of you guys are feeling green tea tonight. Chai tea, says Kalina. Where's my Instagram people? If you'd like a card, please say so. Hey, Heather Albanati. Let's just see who here wanted a card. I can't see it yet, so I'm just going to go to Facebook. So thanks, Michelle. Great message. I'll be thinking of career steps moving forward. Yeah, I just kind of feel like there's an expansion there, and even like something supplementary that wants to kind of come in. So like it's an extra course or it's an extra level of something that wants to kind of come in. Hey, Juliana. Nice to see you on here. Welcome. Juliana. And Juliana, I believe like you're at the retreat this weekend, right? Which is so cool. I think we're collaborating. This weekend I'm in Okotoks on Sunday, doing a beautiful retreat. I'm doing a group reading there. And it's going to be a beautiful healing day. It looks like there's angel readings, sound healing. Beautiful. So Juliana, so nice to, oh, there's one flying out here. Ease and grace. So you feel really busy to me, and I don't know if this is just your mind really spinning really forward, or I don't know if that you're getting really busy for this weekend. But I also just kind of feel like, you know, that there's a lot of like hustling and bustling. Like I also feel a lot of paperwork. I don't know if you're doing your taxes right now. It feels like there's just like a lot of spending energy is kind of what I feel, Juliana. And they're just saying, can you please just be ease and grace? And so interesting that our last card was compassion. Are we all being too hard on ourselves right now, everybody? It sounds like it. Ease and grace is the card that comes up for you, Juliana. And for me, it just feels like, you know, what if you don't have to do everything you thought you were going to do in a day? You know, so I don't know if like you've got a big to-do list is what it feels like. And they're like, what if you do like 2 of those things? So just kind of take a step back is the energy that I'm feeling, Juliana. I hope that makes sense for you. It kind of makes sense for a lot of people, probably. Oh, great, Elaine. Yeah, it was so nice to meet your friends. Juliana, you are so busy. Oh, your parents' estate. I know, because I'm like, I feel like money and papers and spreadsheets and okay, that feels like so much. So it's almost like just maybe don't have such strict deadlines on yourself. Beautiful. So let's just see who else would like a card. Hi, Veronica. Hey, LA McLean. Hey, LA. Are you, what's your name, LA? I feel like I must know you. I feel like you're always on Wednesday Whispers. Is your name Laura? I can't remember. LA McLean. I don't know if you're planning on going on a trip here, but they're gonna make me feel as though like something which might be like delayed about that. Laura or no? Lori, your name's Lori. Yeah, Lori, like, are you planning a trip or something like that? Like something kind of coming up that just makes me feel like it might be delayed, or there might just be like something tricky. Yeah, I'm sure we've talked before. Sorry, Larry. Yeah, but they're just making me feel like something about like a delay in a trip or something like that as well. The card that comes up for you is transformation, which I just love because I do kind of feel like you're in this. I love this for the spring as well. They make me feel like you're in the caterpillar mode. So I don't know if Laura, you just kind of have been feeling like it's hard to kind of like break out here this spring and kind of feeling the energy to move forward and things like that. But just know that it's all kind of coming, and sometimes it's not as fast as we think it is. It feels really slow, and then they're just kind of warning me again something about a trip there. So I don't know if you're like booking something. It just feels like hold on. I know that, sorry if that's really vague, but that's just kind of what's coming through. So let me know if that resonates with you. Diana, are you in Edmonton? Because I feel like I just invited you to the Edmonton show, but I can't remember if you're in Edmonton or not. Diana. You love when you're looking at taking a certification. Oh, cool. Oh, a friend's wedding? Yeah, something might just be funky about the trip. Like it makes me feel like pack light or just something. Yeah, something just might be kind of off, Lori. So just be careful with that trip. Like just kind of like make sure you're feeling really good about it. It could just even be like a flight delay or something like that too. So Instagram, Heather Albanati, yeah, I felt like I just kind of noticed your name there. I feel like I haven't seen you on Wednesday Whispers in such a long time. So I'd love to give you a card. Hey Heather. Heather Albanati. Heather, it just makes me feel like, are you spring cleaning? Because it makes me feel like they want you to clean out your Tupperware drawer. I kind of feel like, it's like finding all the lids to everything. I just feel like overwhelmed. Yeah, they're making me feel like you got to declutter your house. So I don't know if like you're feeling like even, and I can't remember, Heather, if you have kids or not, but it's almost making me feel like even if your kids have outgrown things and you're kind of still holding on to the toys, it makes me feel like donate them or get rid of them. Like I'm just feeling like extra stuff. And they're just really bringing a lot of, they just make me feel sometimes, you guys, when we like move our external things, we actually feel the shift on the inside. We actually feel it in our spirit. So they're just kind of making me feel like that's really important. And then the card that comes up for you, Heather, is surrender, which I just love. It's just like if you are feeling overwhelmed and just like stuff everywhere, if it feels like anxiety and stuff, they're just like, what if you can just let it go and just trust us? And I know that's so much easier said than done, but it just really feels like something really beautiful they're trying to kind of bring in here for you. Okay. So surrendering, gosh, what a brutal word. Surrender and letting go. So difficult. Yeah. They're just like, trust us. What if you didn't have to do it all is kind of the feeling that I get. So does that make sense for you, Heather? Haha, I'm nesting. Went through my son's toys today and it was so overwhelming. Yeah, exactly. I know. So it's almost just like, I feel it's kind of similar to Juliana's message that it's almost like you're doing too much in a day. It's like, what if you don't have to do all that? And you're like, hey, I just trust that this is I'm gonna get there when I have to. So, I love that, Heather. And so sorry I can never share that on the Facebook. I wish I could share the Instagram comments and everything on the Facebook. Okay, let's see who else is here. Brianne Sims, Stony Plain. Been channeling help. Okay, Brianne Sims. Hey, Brianne. I don't feel like I've seen you on Wednesday Whispers before, so welcome if this is your first time. Brianne, I feel like there's a gentleman that brings you feathers. So I don't know if like you've been grieving somebody who's passed, but I just see a whole bunch of feathers in your path. Have you been finding a whole bunch of feathers, Brianne? Yeah, harmony and resolution. So if there's been some conflict here, Brianne, it's almost like these feathers for me feel like, can you just think of things a little bit later? We want to bring a lot of hope and renewal here for you. And this spring energy again is so beautiful. The harmony and resolution card for me is always like about kind of resolving conflict, and that could even just be within ourselves. If we're constantly feeling triggered about something, that makes sense for you. Yeah. Even if we're feeling just like triggered by old things, or it's just like, how can I make peace with myself? How can I choose peace? I really love in shamanism that there's a teaching there that's really like being right Aini is in right way with everybody. Trying to figure out like how when we have conflict with people, when we have difficulty with people, it's like, how can we just be in the right way with them? We don't have to love them or accept the way they treat us or these kind of things, but can I be in the right way with people? So I kind of feel like there's just an encouragement there for Brianne, is like what that could mean for you. No feathers yet? Okay, yeah, I see a whole bunch of feathers kind of floating down on you. So I look forward to the message that says, saw a whole bunch of feathers. And Wednesday Whispers, you guys, it's so crazy. Like, people are always like, nah, I didn't know what that meant. And then 3 months later, people message me like, okay, Wednesday Whispers, 3 months ago, you pulled this card for me and it didn't make sense. And now it totally all happened. So I just love how spirit works for us. Hey Amanda, how's my husband doing, you guys? Like, he's turning a corner. So for those of you like that don't know, my husband had this like concussion at the beginning of March and it just threw us into a tailspin. It was just like insane. It's very traumatic. We didn't know like how the recovery was gonna go, but I feel like all the therapies helping, all this physio and chiro and all these things. And I feel like he even like put real clothes on today, no sweats. So I'm like, that's a huge win. And I just feel him kind of coming back to us a little bit more. So thank you very much. That sounds accurate. Awesome, Brienne. Yeah. Conflict is so challenging. And I speak from that with a lot of personal stuff right now, too. um, Amanda, are you in Edmonton? I can't remember. Amanda, you got to come to my Edmonton show. Message me after. I got to make sure you're there. Thanks. Yeah, it is such good news. Thank you, everybody. I've appreciated your prayers and everything. Let's just see who here is on Instagram. Mom99 elbows up. Things are changing. Is a card showing the direction. Help. Thank you. I love your elbows up comment. I don't know if you guys have followed the elbows up movement, but let's do that. So I can't even see your photo, but I'm just going to pull a card here for you. Things are changing. Yeah. It just kind of feels too like they're just showing me like even like you don't feel safe with all this change. Sometimes, you know, I almost feel like it's that same idea as that like when it rains it pours, but it's almost like sometimes the foundation has to be completely taken out from underneath us, like our job, our home, relationships, everything, in order to kind of almost like how they show it to me is almost like if there was like an earthquake and like the earth is shaking and all the earth is crumbling and it's just like almost like builds a little hill and like levels us up. And that's kind of I feel like what you're going through here. And the card that comes up for you is composure. So guys, there's a lot of like spirits telling us all to like, can we please be kind to ourselves? Can we please calm down a little bit? Try not to do so much. There is a lot of energy in the air, kind of cosmically, galactically, and all these kind of things as well. So this composure piece feels really important. They're just making me, I'm just hearing step by step. You know, I kind of feel like you're jumping like 3 steps ahead. You know, it's almost just like you're thinking about September already. And they're like, can you just think about like April 10th. So composure here. And then they're also showing me breathing exercises. So I don't know if you do box breathing, like 4-4-4, 5-5-7, that kind of thing feels really helpful for you right now too. I do feel quite a bit of anxiety and a little bit of that root chakra or your safety feeling like a little bit, off there. Oh, Amanda, you are in Calgary. Oh my gosh, I've been to your home. But why do I always feel like you have a home in Edmonton though or something? Glenda says, I've been getting woke up by someone calling my name. Oh, that's very cool, Glenda. That's called like a disembodied voice, you know, so that could be like a loved one just wanting to like come and say hello and working really hard to kind of like break through the barrier. That could also be, you know, a spirit guide that's trying to like wake you up even in the middle of the night to kind of receive downloads. And that's actually what I kind of feel. You know, it's almost like, do you have trouble going to sleep after? Because I kind of feel like you're supposed to be staying up. Sometimes when we wake up, I know that like if you wake up at 3 or 4 o'clock, sometimes like our liver's cleansing and that's why our body wakes up. But there's also spiritual reasons. You know, usually our guides are wanting to kind of bring through some information for us, or they're wanting to for us to get up and journal, or automatic write, that our soul's trying to process something. So yeah. So Glenda, yeah, that makes sense. Let's just see who else wanted a card here. Please say if you'd like a card. See an Instagram world here. You do breathing, and yes, everything feels off. I know, I feel it. It's like because you're on like the verge of up leveling is what that really comes to me there. Mom 99. Life on our acreage. Thank you. It'll help, I think, to focus on immediate future rather than months away. Yes. I know, aren't we always just jumping ahead? Life on our acreage. I feel like called to give to you a reading. Hey Sheila. Life on our acreage. Do you have horses, actually? Feel horse energy. Oh, the surrender card comes up again. What the heck, you guys? What are we supposed to be surrendering? That's the second time the surrender card comes up here tonight. Vulnerability and freedom. Oh, okay. And actually, this kind of feels like about your relationship. Life on an acreage. Vulnerability and freedom. It's almost like, you know, I mean, I love Brene Brown, but it's almost like one of those things that when we share our truth, when we actually like, you know, express ourselves beautifully, really kind of share what's on our hearts, share our thoughts easily, find our voice a little bit, and show that weakness, is that sometimes there's more relatability or something like that. No, but son is a horse for 8 parents. I don't know if I know what that means. So yeah, I feel like horses in your life, they'll feel really important. Maybe there's like a female horse that I'm feeling that feels like your daughter. But this vulnerability and freedom card, it kind of feels like about your relationship. So it just kind of makes me feel like a kind of softening. And I know this is weird, but sometimes what I've noticed in like hetero marriages and things like that is that women are usually taking the lead. We're always like, we got to get this shit done. And that kind of thing. But sometimes when we actually soften and allow the man to be like the man and like, let him make decisions and these kind of things, is that there's actually something really beautiful that can kind of happen there. And so they're just making me feel that they want you to kind of like soften towards your partner. I know this is weird, but it kind of feels like there's some magic there. So it's almost just like letting him take the lead, not kind of having to put up such a big, not controlling, but strong thing towards him, strong attitude towards him. So I don't know if you guys are working through stuff right now, but you know what I mean? Like sometimes if I'm like, no, I'll just do it. It kind of like demasculates my husband. As soon as I let him do it, like even opening the car door or driving, like sometimes like I'll just drive because I'm like, I'm a better driver. But if I let him drive, then it's like, it's so different for our relationship. So I don't know, that was a weird tangent, but I kind of go on those. Tanis, you're seeing so many 1111s. Beautiful. You've had some frightening dreams the other night, Brianna. I mean, there's a lot. Our dreams are really important right now, everybody. Like fun art acreage. I can do that. Oh, emoji. Yes, I know. I just feel like there's something about you and your husband that is like supposed to transform or change here, and it looks really beautiful. You guys are just evolving, it feels like. Anybody else having problems with energy this week? Totally, totally. And our dreams are really crazy. Like I kind of wake up being like, what dimension was I in? Or was I just living in a parallel life? Like I wake up feeling like I was awake in my sleep. Anybody else feeling that? So I say like have a journal by your bed and start writing the stuff down because I think there's lots of stuff trying to come through. Hey, Brooke, I feel drawn to connect for you, Kim Brookwell Limer. Hello, Brooke. I'm just feeling a lot of fertile energy with you, Kim. So I don't know if you guys are planning on starting a family or having another child, but I'm just feeling a lot of fertile energy. And sometimes that can be physical. It can also be, a project. It can be like birthing a project or, like kind of creating something new as well. So I just really feel fertile energy with you, Kim. I hope that makes sense. The card that comes up is forgiveness and understanding. And for me it makes me feel too, and if there is a baby or you're birthing a new project or something like that kind of coming up, they're saying there's that like it comes back to the self again. It's like it feels like you're being hard on yourself, you're not forgiving yourself about something, if that makes sense. Oh, retirement. Okay. Yeah, because it feels like there's like a new project, there's something new you're going to be starting. It doesn't feel like you're retiring to me, so I don't know what you've got planned. Because it makes you feel like you're still going to be busy. But before you do that, they're just making me feel like kind of like forgiving things, letting old things go. They want this new chapter to really start with like not a lot of like, is there a daughter that's pregnant? I really feel a baby, Kim. um, they're just asking you to kind of go in and like let go of this old version of yourself as you kind of transform into the new Kim. So I hope that makes sense for you. Forgiveness and understanding. So if you've got some resentments from stuff, or even as you're exiting your job right now, or whatever this kind of feeling is, they're saying we really want you to release that so you can enter this new chapter. And I still feel like you're going to be very busy. Not yet. As in you're like your daughter's not pregnant yet. Do you have a daughter? Just feel baby energy. Who else is here? Gail, trying to move forward, trying to be gentle with yourself. Yeah. And Gail, are you in Toronto? Are you gonna come see me in Toronto, Gail? I'd love to see you live. Oh, that makes sense. Okay. Yeah. Okay, great, Kim. Forgiveness, it's so hard. Some people here on Instagram also saying they have crazy dreams. Bree, my dreams are so real lately. Me too. Luna Lotus, dreams are so intense. Yes. Mamzelle, I dream a lot of animals, lots of black and white goats. I was looking for my cat, I couldn't find her, but keep seeing these goats. I look at what a goat spirit animal is. Like these things are never random. There's no coincidence in type of animals that we see as well. So yeah, I look up which that spirit animal is. Mrs. Sharp 2.0, I'd love to do give you a card here. Mrs. Sharp here. Your body feels really tired to me. Like, I don't know if like you're fighting something or fighting a cold right now. It feels like your body's detoxing. You know, sometimes like I really love kind of even thinking about like when we get sick, a different way of thinking about it is that your body's detoxing, whether it's like letting go of emotions and your organs are processing it or your lymph system's processing it. But I just kind of feel like your immune system's down a little bit. I feel like your energy very low and that your body feels like it's fighting something. Does that make sense to you? The other thing here that the card that comes up for you is expect miracles. So I love that. It kind of makes me feel as though like something old's kind of leaving and some new stuff wants to kind of come in. Which is interesting because that was kind of just like our last information too. So I hope that makes sense for you, Mrs. Sharp. Oh, beautiful, Diana. I loved having you at our woo-woo weekend. You feel off too, Katrina? I know, right? I think our bodies are also going through a lot of weird stuff. Been dreaming, a friend's dying a lot. Lisa, that's horrible. You know, sometimes we can ask our spirit team, like, don't show me stuff like that. Like I asked for, you know, like I asked for only, you know, for, or even like for me to sleep just in my body. I asked for not to have disturbing dreams tonight. Sometimes we can ask our spirit team about that as well. What does 1111 mean? I mean, 1111 is really a spiritual awakening and also an alignment. So every time you see that 1111 on your microwave or your, you know, your phone, all these kind of things, somebody texts you at 1111, it means that you're exactly where you're supposed to be. They want you to know like you're being divinely guided, and you're exactly where you're supposed to be. So 1111s are so powerful. Alrighty, so I think I'm going to kind of start tuning into some spirits. Oh, Joanne. I feel like, Joanne, though, I feel like you're a medium. Aren't you? Haven't you been practicing some mediumship? So I want to get rid of this banner. It's really annoying. And, you know, before, you know, like what my favorite thing is to connect to the spirit world. And what I hope to do on these Wednesday Whispers is to also just bring through that evidence that there's life after life, that this isn't the end and that we really all just go home, you know. And for me, I found this ability through like trauma. I lost a son 5 years ago, a little stillborn baby. And he guided me into this path. But this ability exists within all of us, you know, to use our psychic senses and our intuition and our senses. And that's what I want to encourage in these Wednesday Whispers too, is that you don't need a medium or a psychic. You know that all this exists within you. And it's my favorite thing to do is to feel the energy live. And that's why I just feel like spirit keeps calling me to kind of do these big group readings and things like that. So I'm just going to play a little video for you just in case you want to come out and see me live. The show is just amazing. He said, no, that was me coming to say goodbye. Like, I wanted you to come to know that like I arrived safely. That was our goodbye. The spirit world shows me they worked so hard to try and communicate with us.
She's very gracious and very specific.
And who's the wedding? Oh, she's like, I'm there for the wedding.
She's bang on. She's very good.
You guys used to dance all the time? He even shows me like he takes the tea towel and like smacks your butt and stuff. Like he loves your butt. Like, do you remember him like rubbing your butt and things like that? I feel like you're cooking and he's like, you know.
She's a genuine person.
Story is really beautiful. You just really.
Michelle was extremely accurate.
I feel with him leading you to your people. I feel him leading you into your community. He says he already has come to you as an eagle. Right here. The eagle? He said, I am the eagle.
She's spot on.
And you had a tattoo on her too? Because I love the tattoo. He says, thank you so much for honoring you with the tattoo.
So that's me. That's me. If you want to, experience me live, and I'm even trying to figure out how I could do some readings and things like that in the cities that I go to as well. So if you feel called, I would love to be there for you. But let's start connecting to some people. Let's start to connect to some souls here. I gotta get my little doodle paper out. And what I'd love for you to do is just to, start preparing your hearts for your people. You know, even if they don't come through for me tonight, they can come through for you. I'd love for you just to even say their name in the chat, and just to say where or who they are. You know, so I always miss my mom Marilyn. I had a sign from her today, which was just so beautiful. I miss my son Chase. I miss my miscarried daughter. I feel her all the time. Well, weird. I just felt my old dog Copper. So please say who you miss in the chat. Who are you thinking of here tonight? Who would you like to kind of call close to your heart? Yes, would love for you to come to Woo Woo Weekend. It's my annual retreat. So Luna, your partner Daniel, your son Justin, yes, who we had such a beautiful visit. Cassidy, Grammy, Justin, Daryl, Curtis, dog Molly. Your sister's birthday, your sister Olive's birthday today. Beautiful. Tony, I love that you've been feeling him, Gail. Paul, Spuds, Clifford, Kaiden, Daniel, Uncle Todd, Linda, Grandpa Keith, DL Sadler, you miss your mom and dad. Jordan, your grandma, your sister Tara, Manuel, father, Penny, your stepdaughter, your father John, grandmother Winifred, Arden, Irene. I really believe that when we speak their name, they come close to us. You know, they say, "Oh, what do you need?" You know, so I think it's really important for us to bring them close, you know, and to think of them and to honor them and do things like this. Light a candle for them when you miss them. Wear their jewelry, wear their clothes, use their quilts, use their dishes, cook their recipes. You know, those type of things can really bring them close to us. So I'm just going to start tuning in here. And so how it works is that when I start kind of describing somebody, even if only one or two of those things make sense to you, I'd love for you to comment in the section. It's very important, this part, what resonates with you. So don't write just yes. Say like, yes, I have a bracelet like that, or yes, I have a painting that has this animal, or whatever it is. Please say what makes sense for you and what I'm talking about. And then when I link with you, then the messages can come through a little bit more smoothly. Your grandson, Micah. Oh, Gigi, Mary, Papa Bill. Your daughter, Talia. And your dad, Mike, Greta, Sasha, Anna, and your mom, Michelle. So I just want to welcome the souls and guides for all that join us here for Wednesday Whispers. And I'm just asking for spirits to come through one at a time. And just to show me where you are and what you've seen of their life and how you're communicating. And just thank you for bringing us together. So let's just see who wants to come. There's a gentleman here, and the first thing he shows to me is that he plays the harmonica, and I feel like he works with his hands. Like I feel like he's kind of smells like grease and oil to me, and I kind of feel like he's got this like garage that he had on this big piece of property or land. He says he flicks you coins all the time. He's always bringing you coins, he says. And he just shows me when he smiles, he is kind of missing a tooth here. And I just feel like not that he looks dirty, but I just kind of feel like he's one of those guys that just doesn't really care. Like I just feel like he wipes his hands on his jeans. You know, like that he might like come to dinner and he's still got like some stuff on his face, some oil and that kind of thing. And I do feel like a full body illness in his passing. He does make me feel like even though he was thinner in life, that he even became thinner when he was in his passing as well. And there's a distinct smell to him that smells, yeah, like metal or like bike chain or something like that. I know it's kind of a weird thing. And he does make me feel like you're female, who's this message is for. And he also, there's something about spaghetti. So I don't know if you just had spaghetti for dinner. You have a memory of with him of spaghetti. So when something makes sense to you, please say so. in the comments. A lot of people trying to call people forward. I love that. Kelvin, Robert, your baby, Tatum. So does this make sense to anybody, this gentleman here? I want you to think, even if it only makes sense, a couple little things make sense. He used to work with his hands. I do feel like he's working with like cars and things like that. So I'm gonna kind of keep talking about him here until somebody claims him. Again, he's like known for getting grease on his hands, and there's like a woman in the household that's like always yelling at him about doing that. Like, would you stop? You're gonna ruin your pants, or it's like almost like there's like work pants or something like that. Again, he like kind of works at a garage, but it looks like an acreage. It could be like on a farm as well. And he lost quite a bit of weight in his passing. Like, he makes me feel as though he has full body illness, like ALS or something like that as well. And I don't know if you just had spaghetti for dinner or you have spaghetti memories with him. And he did play the harmonica. Okay, Andrea. I want to say that that's your dad. He played the harmonica. He was always putting around doing things, and I had spaghetti for supper. Okay. Andrea, did he have like a full body illness there in his passing? Because I feel like it makes me feel as though that his passing was quite slow. Does that make sense? The harmonica is like really signature. That's the first thing that came up for me. Andrea, so please say in the comments if that makes sense to you. And have you been finding coins all over the place? He did have cancer. Yeah, I felt like, because he just makes me feel like all of his organs are shutting down. Like he says, like my kidneys, then my liver, everything was just kind of shutting down. And I do feel like he had trouble breathing there. And I don't know if he passed like before you had a child, because he's making me feel as though there's something about the timing of your child around his passing, because it's almost like that energy exchange that when somebody has to leave in order for somebody else to come, and I just kind of feel like he's saying that I had to go in order for somebody else to come. So does that make sense to you at all, Andrea? Have you been finding coins? And did he used to work on a car? Was he a mechanic? I hate the delay on Facebook. Remember I was like bringing up people live? Like I would make them come live on a video. There's a couple other people kind of resonating this with here in the chat. Vicky says her grandfather played harmonica and lived on a farm and had dementia. Your brother was a mechanic, Kim. I know it's hard to chat, Andrea, type, but if you can just let me know if any of that made sense for you. So I found coins here and there, but also know my sister Veronica Lane has found some too and worked on cars all the time. Oh, so Veronica is your sister. Oh, I keep finding coins. I'm her sister. Okay. And yes, he did. Okay. Oh, you guys, this is your dad. What's his name? What's your dad's name? Yeah, he worked on cars all the time. Okay, I love this. He's here for you guys. Do you know what he's talking about? Like a baby being born in the family that almost like he had to go get, or something around the pregnancy, if you found out you were pregnant after his passing or something like that. Even like if you had a child within the year after his passing, he just makes me feel. You both had sons. Oh my gosh, I've got goosebumps. You both have had sons since his passing, Veronica, because he just makes me feel like, that's why I had to go at that time. If that makes sense. Brad. Oh, his name was Brad. Okay, this is your dad, Brad. I feel like, does he have like a hat that's been passed down? You guys still have a hat? Oh, 4 new babies since he passed. Yeah, because he's just like, I need to keep talking. Oh, okay, hold on. Here we go. My sister-in-law was pregnant shortly after he passed, and then he had kids. Then you all had kids since his passing. Yes. Because that's what he just makes me feel like I had to go get them. Like part of my timing is that I had to go and to bring them all down. Oh, I got goosebumps. Oh, you have the hat, Andrea? Oh, yeah, because he says, I love that you kept the hat. you know. And Veronica, oh, it just makes me so emotional here that like I wanted him to meet him so bad, and just know that he did, you know, that our loved ones, before like our children are born, like they know them, you know, they very much have a very important relationship with them. There's a soul agreement with them, and I really do believe that they help assist them come down as well. So know, ladies, you know, that your dad, he knows your children very, very well, you know. And I do feel a guide energy. For you, Veronica, I feel like that there's been something with feathers. Like, has your son found a feather? So there's just something a little bit different there for you. And it feels like your son, I feel like a little boy, he feels like 3 years old, little toddler hands or something, bringing a feather to you. So beautiful. So your dad's just here to say like a big hello. Tell them I'm just fine. And his dad's passed, like he says he's there with his dad. So really, he's there with his parents. And so I don't know if he grew up on an acreage or his parents had an acreage or something like that as well. It sounds like he's telling me something about land. Well, thank you, Brad. And maybe I feel like that's almost just what he wanted to say tonight. I asked him what his message is, and he said, well, you said it. It feels like he wants you to know, like, I had to go so that they all could come. So beautiful, ladies. I love that there's sisters watching Wednesday Whispers. That's so beautiful. Bronze says, crazy, I'm coming in now just thinking of my dad and whether or not he knows about this baby in my belly. Absolutely. Yeah, is this a sign for you? Yes, it is. Your son keeps bringing little leaves and things. Yeah. I just feel like he's going to bring you a feather and it's just going to totally be your dad. So just, you're going to have to message me when that happens. You know, so know that he's like with you tonight, Andrea, as you eat spaghetti with your family. Know that, you know, he knows your children. Even the one that came just after he passed as well, like he helped carry that one down as well. And he just wants you to know, like, that he's fine. And I hope that just brings you a little bit of peace. So thank you for trusting me. Beautiful. Send them some love. Everybody send them some hearts and some hugs. Aww. Beautiful. Thank you, Brad. He says he's so grateful to not be in any more pain. Because I do feel like he had trouble breathing there at the end. He said it was so nice to take a big breath after he passed. And that's really how spirits show me what happens is that as soon as we pass, it's almost like we just drop these meat suits that feel so heavy and that our spirit is able to feel so light and free, the healthiest we've ever felt. There's a book called A Journey of Souls by Michael Newton that keeps coming up for me this week. And I just feel like has a really beautiful description of how I've seen things in the spirit world as well. Beautiful. Thank you, Andrea. Thank you for claiming your dad there. You're always worried about that. He had pneumonia at the end. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, beautiful. How beautiful you guys can be there. Beautiful. So let's just see who else wants to come through here. Is Emily Shadat watching on Instagram? Emily, I feel like I just felt your grandma here. Emily the medium, are you watching Wednesday Whispers tonight? I just felt your grandma. That was weird. Some spirits, when we become friends, I'll just kind of feel them randomly. Okay. Let's just see here. Who else is here? There's a young girl here, and she feels very young to me. Like she feels like she's like 15 or something like that. And I feel like quite like kind of a gothic vibe from her. I feel like she loves like eyeliner. Like even it's so weird that I put like green eyeliner on tonight, and I was just like, it was weird. And I feel like she's here tonight because she loves my eyeliner. She loved like wearing eyeliner. I just feel like she was so troubled here. You know, she just makes me feel like she didn't feel safe here. She felt scared all the time. And like, I don't know, she had some troubles with friends as well, because she's just making me feel like it wasn't safe for her to be herself. You know, I feel her very protected. I also feel like her very self-conscious about her body and things like that here. I don't know if she also did some self-harming. She does make me feel like she would do some cutting and things like that. She loved music because she's wearing like a band t-shirt. Something like that. I feel like somebody still has that. And she loved runners. Like, I don't know if she collected runners. They look like really chunky runners. They look cool. Like she's really proud of those. I feel like she had to save up for them or something like that. And she loved her pierced earrings. I feel like she wanted to get a whole bunch more and then she didn't or something. She's just showing me like that she loved her earrings. Yeah, I feel like she had problems with friends. I'm like, I almost feel like she's bullied or something. You know, like I just feel her super self-conscious that there's like something that's happened here at school, something with friends and things like that that have not made her feel safe. There's like a lot of time in her room. And she wants you to release guilt. So I don't know if somebody here is just like, I should have been home more. I should have been checking on her more. I didn't think it was that bad. There's just like a lot of regret. So does it sound like somebody here? A young woman. So like a young teenager. Has anybody lost a young girl, a niece, or a daughter? I feel like you may have a tattoo in honor of her. And I feel like people lit candles for her. So it's almost like I feel like I'm watching like a school ceremony for her. And there's like pictures and people bringing flowers and lighting candles and things like that. What is that? Like, it looks like it's some type of ceremony here for her as well. So does this make sense to anybody? Please, even if it's just a few things, just so I can kind of try and make the connection a little bit more clear. And if you're scared to like claim them, please claim them now, because if you message me in like a half an hour, like that spirit's gone. I won't remember anything. Oh, I'd hate for somebody not to claim her. Thank you. Thank you, Mom 99. You keep thinking about my mom and see flowers all around me. Thank you. Darn, nobody can claim the spirit. Again, if you watch this, maybe it's the replay. I'm just going to try and find out her message. If nobody can claim her here, maybe somebody's going to meant to watch it in the replay. She just says, like, tell them I'm okay and I'm sorry that I had to go the way that I did. I just didn't feel safe here. And know that there's nothing that you could have done and you were more than enough for me, is her message. Like, very, very clear. I feel like the information from her is so fast, so it's very surprising nobody can claim her. So a young woman, I'll just to talk about her one more time here. She loved eyeliner. She loved music, spent a lot of time in her room. She did have some problems with friends that led to some self-harming. She's very self-conscious about her body. I do feel like, you know, she takes accountability for her own life, taking her own life, or the way that her life ended. And she just doesn't want anybody to feel guilty about how that I should have been there more, or I should have noticed more. She just said, I didn't feel safe here. And she loved runners. She has like these really cool chunky runners that I feel like somebody like got passed on, or somebody still has as well. So no way. Darn, okay. Well, she's here. I would hope she's not just gonna be here all night. So I just want to thank her. She's really lovely. She seems very soft, very fragile. I really feel like she's doing a lot of reflections here in the spirit world. Okay. Tina Diamond, have you lost a child? There was just a young woman here, Tina, that takes accountability for her life, a friend, a niece that's passed. a teenager, 15 or 16. She started like being hard on herself at 13. Oh, I can't believe nobody can claim this. So Kaylee, this sounds like your sister, but she's much older than 15 and no chunky runners, but the messages help either way. Kaylee, do you have a tattoo in honor of your sister? Do you know what it means for her not feeling safe here? Did things start going badly for her at 13? Do you remember her being bullied by people? Somebody has to claim this. There's something about runners. Did you just buy some really cool runners? Oh, I hate the delay. Okay, I'm just gonna try and connect to another spirit. It's so frustrating. I really should just kind of do Instagram and Facebook separate and then bring you guys up for videos so like the connection just can be way clearer. Okay, Tina, sorry. Nope, I don't think that's it. Okay, let's just see who else is here. Oh, of course there's a dog. It's like, is there not a dog like every Wednesday Whispers? Oh, okay. That guy just like, did you guys see that? I like cheese. That's so weird. It's like there's so many weird scammers and things. You do have a tattoo. She didn't feel safe, but most of this happened around 20, 25 years old. Yeah, don't hold on to like specific things that I say because I'm just a translator. Mediums were like maybe 80% right. So it sounds like the spirit is sharing messages that help you. Okay, Kaylee. So, I mean, even if you don't even think about the age thing, but if there's other pieces that you can take, I really feel like somebody was really trying to come through. Okay. Oh yes, okay, this little dog here. It feels like a little petite dog. It feels like a little Yorkie or and it looks beige. I feel it does feel female to me because I do feel like you used to put little bows in its hair and things like that. Yeah, I feel her like blinged out. I feel like she's like getting her nails done, so I feel like she's very, very feminine. I do feel like you could carry her like in a purse. She feels very, very tiny. She feels like your baby. She does call you mama. And she says that she's brought you butterflies. I don't know if I've ever met a dog that brings butterflies. And she's got kind of multicolored hair. Like it's almost like beige, a little bit of black, like kind of some dark colors there. And I feel like she's got like really long, what are these teeth called again? They're called like, not fangs. What are those teeth called? But she makes me feel like sometimes she'd make this face where she's got like these little, it's almost like I feel like I'm looking at a photo or something like that. It looks really kind of funny. Molly was a Yorkie, Joni? A Yorkie. Did I say Yorkie? I thought I said Yorkie. Yeah. What color was she, Joni? Was she lighter? I mean, or like multicolor? Canines, thank you. Okay. I read a card for you earlier, so I wonder if this is your dog trying to come through. Oh, did you used to carry her around in like a little carrier? Black and tan? Yeah, I feel black and tan. Yes, Molly. Oh, it feels like something's going on with her belly. You know, I feel like I feel like quite nauseous. Did you know she was having some digestive problems there too, Joni? It almost makes me feel like I've got like a knot in my stomach. Like, did she have a bowel obstruction or something like that as well? She just makes me feel like, oh, I can't digest food. Yeah, like she's not hungry. You'd fly home and put her in a carrier. Yeah, she loves being held. And did you used to like dress her up? Did you put some little bling bows on her and things like that? What is about this about her nails? I feel like, did you ever paint her nails or cut her nails? I mean, of course you cut her nails, but she makes me feel like, tell her about my nails. Oh, yeah. She had a tumor and was on lots of medication at the end and stopped eating the last couple of days. For some reason, I just feel like her belly's so full, you know, so I don't know where the tumor was, but I just feel like there's no room for like the stomach to expand and the ribs to expand and things like that. Um, yeah. She says, oh, she says you're like all stressed about the timing. You know, she says, know that my timing was divine. So I don't know if you had to did you have to put her down, Joni? Oh, she would wear sweaters. And I was just talking with a friend the other day about how she had an infected nail one time. And you know, it's so weird. I broke my nail. And I feel like that's why she's almost, and you guys, there's no coincidence that a dog that comes through talking about a broken nail is here because I broke my nail. Like, that is totally Molly. I know, I feel her totally like, she feels so good. Whoa, my lights just did something weird. Did you guys see that? That was crazy. Oh, Molly's here. And she says, just tell mom that I'm fine, you know. And she just shows me your ashes. So, oh, you did have to put her down 6 months ago. She's only 10 and full of life before she got sick. Yeah, because she just says, know that my timing was right. You know, like, and she's almost makes me feel like, I don't know if it's almost like, oh, she makes me feel like you were going to put her down and then she got better. And then you're like, oh, maybe I don't have to put her down. And then you had to, you know, and she says, just trust that that my timing was right. You know, like, thank you for not kind of like carrying on anymore, you know? And I don't know if have you had an encounter with a butterfly yet? I know it's really early in the spring, but is there something about butterflies? She really feels like your child, your baby. Yeah, do you even have something hanging made of butterflies? Almost like a sun catcher or something outside that you've hung up that has a butterfly on it? Oh, Molly. And that's probably her just witnessing that conversation too. Yeah, she says, know that like my timing was right. Know that there's like I couldn't have held on any longer. Like, thank you for choosing the time. She just keeps bringing me to her ashes. So I don't know if like you're thinking of doing something special with the ashes, like putting them into like oh oh, she was your baby. Yeah, I don't think I've seen a butterfly yet, but we have a framed butterfly in our house beside a painted portrait of her. Yes. Oh, because she's like, I am the butterfly. So I was like, what is that? Like, are you bringing a butterfly? And I think butterflies will continue to be something for you, Joni. Yeah, she says, tell her I'm just fine. And I feel her there with another male dog. So I don't know if you've had a male dog before. It could be somebody from her litter too, but like, I don't know if you had a male dog before her. Even like a child, like, yeah, she makes me feel like she's there with a male dog that you may know. Another family dog that may have passed. It feels like she knows. So she says, just tell her I'm fine and that I'm the butterfly. So I just feel like there'll be lots of symbols of butterflies, whether it's like through people's tattoos, stickers. These kind of things are going to be really profound for you when she shows up. And I've learned that dogs can be so many different things. They can be teachers, they can be healers. You know, she really feels like your baby, you know. So that is so beautiful. I love this butterfly that's there. Oh, the puppy coming in for Joni. Oh yeah, Joni, it's your birthday. Oh yeah. Oh, Molly's here for your birthday. How beautiful. Oh yeah, but her ashes. Like, I don't know if like you're gonna make it into like a necklace or like even like I'm almost seeing it in like blown glass or something. Like almost like it turns into something. So I don't know if you've done something with her ashes yet or something like that. It makes me feel like that's kind of coming too. Yeah, beautiful. And she just says like, I love you, mama. Aw. Oh, I really love Molly. She is so sweet. She is such a beauty. So thank you, my friends. I love joining you here for Wednesday Whispers. Please be careful of like scammers, after the live. I'm never gonna message you, I'm never gonna friend request you, I'm never gonna offer you free readings or weird things like that. So just always be careful. Even if it says Michelle Psychics Medium, look for the spelling of things. Just always be careful of scammers, please. And what am I drinking tonight? Any last guess? I know a lot of you were feeling green tea tonight, which is close because it's actually peppermint and it kind of looks green. So that was my drink tonight. A lot of you guys had some piggybacking there with that little puppy. Aw. So my friends, have a beautiful, beautiful week. I'll see you here next Wednesday Whispers. And again, feel free to please, check out my tour on my website if you feel like you want to come see me live. Love to connect for you. So many blessings to you, my friends. I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful week. Thank you for trusting me to be your medium. And remember, nothing's by coincidence, that Spirit's always communicating to us. Night, everyone.